Good morning. It is Monday, the 29th of December. We're actually going to France for New Year to see my husband's family. So I'll take you along with me there, which is going to be really lovely. And yeah, today and tomorrow I'm just getting organised. Travelling with a 1-year-old, honestly, my brain is like thinking of a million and one things, and we've got quite an early morning flight, so that'll be interesting how that goes. I am just making him a packed lunch because we're gonna go to just our local high street later today. I need to pick up a few bits, so I'll take you with me there. And yeah, I thought I would just share what I put in his packed lunch when I'm out and about. I really struggle for ideas, for variety, so I always find it quite useful to know what other people are putting in their lunches. And I try and do a hot meal when I can, but when I'm out and about, that's obviously trickier. And he will totally refuse pouches now that he's got used to kind of feeding and eating more than puree. So yeah, I am starting with a cheese sandwich. Oh, he's just woken up. Fantastic. I will quickly tell you what I'm going to put in it, but I will get back to you in a moment. So yeah, just a cheese sandwich with a bit of unsalted butter and just a mild cheddar. I find meat a little bit harder because when you buy like ham and stuff, it's all got really high salt content. I love giving him scrambled egg when we're at home. Then I usually put in a yogurt. I find the little Yeo ones really great because they haven't got sugar in them. What else am I putting in? Oh, some sliced strawberries is always a winner. He absolutely loves strawberries and raspberries. And then just the more snacky food, like the organics, little vegetable sticks. I'm going to put those in. He is crying. I'm going to go and get him, and I will try and film it, but I'll be holding him and he'll probably be at my feet. I will be back. Okay, I thought I would just show you quickly what the lunch looks like. I found this cool bag extremely helpful. Noah's eating his way through it because he's watching me make it, which isn't ideal. But he's a fan of these recently. He didn't used to like them, but they are quite handy, so he can hold something while I'm giving him the sandwich. Otherwise, he just picks out the middle. Little cheese sandwich, some biscuits. I'll try and give him all the fruit. Banana first, but if he is still hungry, that's like a little reserve. Or if he's losing it in the pushchair, a few sliced strawberries, and that will keep us going. And then I'll give him something warm and nutritious for dinner, like I think he's going to have spaghetti bolognese actually, with a lot of hidden veggies chopped up. So yeah, he is just sat right here eating his way through the strawberries that I've chopped, aren't you? Can you give a wave? Hello. Good boy. Justin Clark's getting your feet measured. Little pre-walkers. Cuter for boys. For girls, sorry. Boys, it's just those two, but... You like those, do you, Noah? Oh, yeah. Sparkly stars. Noah will tear the shop down as we go. So this is our local high street, which is actually really cute. It's got some really good shops on there, so we come here most days, don't we, Noah? And we walk along. There are some cute baby shops. It's a little bit dangerous, and we tend to find ourselves in Gales for lunch. So yeah, here we are with a chatty little boy. See how long he wants to be in the pushchair before he wants to walk. We just found some new shoes. So I thought I would just share what we bought. Well, what I bought. Noah's obviously not purchasing anything, but he does love to hold everything, put hangers in his mouth, play with everything I'm purchasing, so it feels like we bought everything together. And also I just found out that the flights that we booked for New Year are very likely to be disrupted because we're flying on New Year's Eve, or we were flying New Year's Eve, and there are flight strikes. So we've actually just changed our flight to tomorrow, which is the 30th, in the hope that we avoid any disruptions. It looks like there's just disruptions on the 31st and the 1st to and from the UK to France. So fingers crossed that avoids the disruption, and also it means we get one extra night away. Obviously we're staying at my husband's family's house, his parents' house, so it's easier to change just the flights and not accommodation and everything. It does mean my husband needs to take an extra holiday day at work, which we were trying to avoid, but hey, you win some, you lose some. We get an extra night away, and it was a really early morning flight on the 31st, which we can now avoid. So like I said before, I'm going to take you along with me there and show you what we get up to. But I thought I would just share what I purchased whilst we were out and about. There's some really good January sales on, and I am a sucker for a sale. So here goes. So Trotters have a very cute sale. I personally wouldn't pay full price for their stuff. It's very, very expensive, but a sale bargain is great. These were £22, which isn't so bad. It's obviously not the cheapest you can buy, like M&S is a firm favourite, but a good reduction. So they're also quite woolly. I find with a lot of the kids' jumpers, they're really thin, and I think in this cold weather, he needs something a bit more. So that's a really cute little cardigan. I love the little trains on there. The other one I bought was a jumper with a little lion on. I do really love him in blue. Their sizing definitely comes up small, I think. He's only 14 months, but the 12 to 18 months is too small. That's the 18 to 24 months, which would fit him now. So I would say size up if you buy anything from them. Oh, he's just stirring again. This is a curse. Every time I film, I think he can hear me. Okay, Maury sleep suits. I've seen another influencer. Oh, I wouldn't call myself an influencer, actually. I've seen an influencer comment on Maury and how her child sleeps better when wearing Maury sleep suits. They are double zipped, which are so easy to get on and off. Whether that's because you're doing night feeds for a newborn or an active little boy like Noah who just needs like buttons. It's just so difficult when he's flipping onto his front. But yeah, apparently the material of them, so they're obviously 100% cotton, but they also regulate heat. So I was convinced that every time my son wears Maury, he sleeps better. Apparently that technically is a little bit of a theory. And this one, probably because it's a bit Christmassy with the penguins, was only £20. They're $33.50 when they're not in the sale, so a little bit steep, but they always have sales on. And then, I won't take this one out of the packaging. Oh, I will actually, because you can't really see it. Excuse a little bit of Space NK. No one was helping me with these purchases, putting everything in his mouth. I'll show you these properly another time. But they have all their like Christmas box sets are in the sale. I like the colour wow anyway, and seeing as we're going away, I thought these would be great travel size shampoos and conditioners. This was in a little box. I think it was £14, and actually they're pretty good size. So I bought those, and then I couldn't resist this. It was reduced. Again, around £14. They were a similar price. This is a little blusher. They're basically like a little nudie colour. I'll show you them properly. And a little lip gloss. Absolutely love the applicator on there. It's quite a reddy colour, but it's got a bit of a terracotta colour to it, which I really like on my skin tone. So that's a little cream blush, which I wanted to try anyway. And then lastly, I think this was reduced to 40. So not the cheapest, but it's gorgeous. It's got the fur hood. It's got cute little penguin detail. It's got 2 zips, which make it way easier to get them in and out. And it's also got, because Noah rips off scarves and gloves and hats and everything else. So it's got the booties that you can fold over. And even better, it's got the hand ones you can fold over because he won't keep a glove on. Pretty successful trip for a high street. I went to Sloane Square over the weekend to try and get similar sorts of things like a snowsuit and a few jumpers and bits. Totally unsuccessful. I popped down to a high street and they have everything. They seem to just have more in stock. Maybe because it's less busy and people aren't purchasing everything. Oh, and I also managed, which I just showed you, to get little shoes for Noah. He's a size 5 now. I purchased some shoes for him, exactly the same ones actually in Clark's, the pre-walkers, when he was a size 3.5, because he was like standing up, and I thought it would help to get used to them in the house, but it was really premature. So lesson learned, only when they start to actually maybe do one little step in the house is it worth buying shoes, because they're really expensive. I feel like you want to get ones that are not going to damage their feet and not also pay a ridiculous amount of money when their feet are growing so much. So the lady in there was amazing. She measured them. She was really friendly. I was going to take Noah to soft play this afternoon. It's closed, so I will film if we do anything else. Maybe we'll do a little park trip. It's that time of the day, I find, between like 3:30 and dinner time, where it's a bit hard to fill the time. We have one living room. I don't know if I showed you. Let me show you our setup now. So we have one living room and kitchen area in the house, which is this. So personally, I find being in the same 4 walls all day a little bit stir crazy. So that's why I like to get out in the afternoon, and then I always buy myself a coffee, which is incredibly expensive. So we've got a lovely little kitchen there. But yeah, this is the living area. I'll take you along with me this afternoon wherever we go. And so you can see exactly what I've done in a day. Okay, so our afternoon consisted of going to the supermarket because soft play is closed, and I thought about going to the park. It's a little bit of a further walk and I needed to grab some bits at the supermarket, so I thought I would do the supermarket first, see how Noah was doing. It's 4 o'clock now and it's dark outside, and I think he's ready to come home. He doesn't love the pushchair for too long. He likes to be on the move. So it was a supermarket trip, and now it'll be a little play before I make dinner. I'm going to make a veggie curry. I'll try and show you that as well. So Noah's currently playing with a baking tray. That was half price in Sainsbury's. So yeah, anything but a toy. I'll show you what I bought. Okay, a small little food shop just for dinner for tonight, and a few bits that Noah needs. When we go to France for New Year, they don't tend to have as much like healthier snacks. I know it's better to make it fresh, but they're handy for on the go. So I bought some of his current favourite crisps, and then I'm going to try, he loves the organics OT bars, and the Sainsbury's ones were half the price for exactly the same number of bars. So if Noah approves, I will be switching to those going forward. So they seem to be just as healthy looking at the ingredients. Noah's favourite yogurts, and also they don't have sugar in them, so I like these ones. These are super, super handy because they are ready in literally minutes. So yeah, very handy. And then I'm going to make a veggie curry. So I've got those ingredients there to do that, and I'm going to add an onion, and I've got the canned tomatoes, and then I just add a curry paste. I'll show you that later. Some chicken to add to the curry, therefore not a veggie curry, and also to add to Noah's dinner tonight. Deodorant restock, favourite deodorant. This product, if you don't know about it, you need to know about it with a baby, or actually even without. It is the best for removing stains from clothes. I always have a box of that in the cupboard, and that is it, a quick Sainsbury's shop. My worst toxic trait is going to the supermarket in the day, buying all the healthy fruit and vegetables to cook a good meal, and ordering delivery when Noah is asleep and I am tired. So that Sainsbury's shop I did earlier is still in the fridge and gives me another job to do tomorrow before we fly. Love that for me. Also love the postpartum hair. I'm just going to share this with you so that you can see that you are not alone in this if you also are growing back your hair. Love this hairstyle that we have going on here. But yeah, here I am again, still rocking the Christmas pyjamas, same dressing gown. Itsu has been demolished, and finishing the red wine we have open from Christmas. I will see you in the new year when I post our trip to France, but that was a little spend the day with me, and I hope you enjoyed it.